Hey, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I wanted to continue on the journey where I share my opinions on a video game that I played recently. And this time I wanted to talk about one of the most life-changing games that I played, Outer Wilds. A fair warning to you guys, Outer Wilds is kind of a game where everything is a spoiler, like even this video is a spoiler, but I'll try to talk about the game as much as possible without spoiling. Outer Wilds is a game about you're an alien life form called a Heartian on a planet called Timberheart. Now, your sole purpose is exploration. You need to explore this solar system that you're in and just discover things. You're kind of like a curious creature where you wanna know history of the solar system. There's a mystery in the solar system that you want to uncover, and some events happen that make you even more curious about the solar system and about the ancient life form called Nomad. These were basically super advanced past civilization. In our knowledge has went extinct and they've left their artifact and writings on the wall, and you basically need to go through the solar system and discover these things. That's the premise of the game. As you guys know, this channel is mostly about music, so I wanted to talk about music in this game because it has a lot of meaning in this game. So when you first play the game, there isn't really music unless you stay on your home planet. There is a song that plays in the home planet, but on the other planets that you go to, there isn't really any music. It's pure silence. Hey, Arch from the future here. So I just wanted to make a slight correction that there is some music that plays in the game whenever you fly around in space. So yeah, I just wanted to make that correction. Now back to the video. There is a song that starts playing after a certain amount of time. That is a warning sign because something happens whenever the song finishes. Something happens. If you play the game, you already know. If you haven't played the game, then I'm not going to spoil what happens. To explore all the planets, you get a tool called a scanner. Essentially, what you do is a thing that I forgot to mention, sorry, is that on each planet that you will visit, there is fellow astronaut there that you need to find, and the only way you can find those astronauts is through this frequency sensor. If you point it towards a planet, you will start hearing an instrument. In my opinion, each instrument that's dedicated to a specific astronaut, it kind of represents their personalities, because the way that they play the instrument and the way that you talk to this astronauts, you kind of can relate the instruments to everybody's personality. I can't really talk too much about it either because, again, it's a spoiler. That is how this game is. Like, anything I say, anything I talk about is a spoiler. Even right now, the things that I informed you about is technically a spoiler. I'm pretty sure most of these things have been shown in the trailer. Let's move on to the DLC. So the DLC of Outer Wilds is, again, it's kind of the same concept. So there's another place in the solar system that you need to go to where you discover something. You discover like a kind of a planet. It's kind of artificial. It's not a real planet. And you kind of need to just explore the history of that planet. And it's very interesting like how they use music in this one, because it is kind of the opposite of how they use music in the normal game. Because in the normal game, you go towards the music. In the DLC, on the other hand, you kind of have to stay at a certain distance from the music. And there is a big reason why you have to stay a certain distance away from whenever you hear a song, specifically from other characters. Because, spoiler warning, the characters that you meet in this DLC are your enemies. The reason that you need to stay away from these characters, it makes so much sense, because when you finish the DLC, you get to know the reason like why they're enemies and why they're not like good towards you. That's why I feel like Outer Wilds is one of those games that has used music in such a cool way, because if you play the regular game, you just explore around. There's realistically no music, and whenever you hear music, you're sign that something's about to happen. It's kind of like how do I describe it? In most games, you just hear music. For example, Minecraft, the music just happens randomly. It necessarily doesn't have a meaning in the game. Like for example, if you're mining in a cave, like you'll hear sounds and that indicates, hey, there's a cave nearby. If a song starts to play, it doesn't really have a meaning. In Outer Wilds, it's kind of cool where whenever something is about to happen, the music starts playing, and it's always the same song. It's always the same at the same time. The way that each character has their own instrument towards the end of the game, the way that they use every single character and the instruments that they use is super vital to the plot. So I can't spoil it, but again, I can't really spoil it because I don't want to spoil this game, because legitimately this is one of those games that you just need to experience. Even if it's not your type, just experience it. It's a very difficult game sometimes because it doesn't really give you directions. You don't really have a map of like what do you need to do. You just kind of need to bang your head against the wall and hope something happens. Me personally, I had to get some help. I asked a few friends that played the game, like, what can I do? And they kind of told me what to do without spoiling the game. Like, kind of like, have you explored this planet fully? Are you sure you've read everything? Because in this game, everything that you can read, you should read. And if you think you've explored the planet, you definitely haven't explored it. There, you'd always need to check your your guides, like whatever information you get, you need to check it. You need to go for it. It's not an optional thing. It's a mandatory thing if you want to finish the game. Everything exists for a reason. Definitely experience the game because it will change your life, and the message that the game leaves you with, it is kind of one of those messages where it kind of just makes you think about everything. If that makes sense. I guess that's about it for this video because I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. If this video piqued your curiosity about Outer Wilds, definitely go check it out and leave a comment if you started playing or if you have played the game. How did you feel about the game? What did you like it? Did this video make sense? Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a like, comment whatever you think, and if you have any suggestions. And hey, if you like the videos a lot and you want to see more content like this about music related stuff or video games or even anime, subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.